Hi, I'm Bill Kucyk. I'm the owner here at Action Impact, and being a retired police officer and a practicing attorney, I'm often asked a number of questions about transferring firearms. What is legally required for you as a citizen in this state and in this country? What is required for you to purchase a firearm? Well, if we're talking long guns, though, if we're talking a rifle, if we're talking a full stock shotgun, you can purchase those from a federal firearms licensed dealer. Now understand that that dealer has a number of legal restrictions on them. So the first restriction is, in order to buy from a dealer, you're going to have to be 21 years old. The law prohibits a licensed dealer from selling any firearm or ammunition to an individual under 21 years of age. If you're buying a long gun and you're over 21, there's no permit that's required. That dealer, however, is required under the law to do what's called a NICS check, and that's a National Informational Criminal Check through our federal system. Once that's called in, your background is complete, and we receive or proceed, we can in fact transfer a long gun to you. Handguns, however, in Michigan have a couple of other restrictions. Number one, in order to purchase a handgun from a dealer, there's only two ways you can legally do that. One, if you are in possession of a current concealed pistol license, the issuance of that entitles you to buy handguns as often as you wish. If you're buying more than one within a 5-day period, that is reported as a multiple firearm purchase. It's not a big deal, it's just a regulation. If you don't have a concealed pistol license and you want a handgun for protection in your home or to shoot for recreational purposes, then you're going to have to obtain what is referred to as a Michigan permit to purchase a pistol. And that is a permit that you obtain from your local police department. So whatever city you live in, you'll go to that police department and you'll tell them, I want a permit to purchase a pistol. And they will issue you that permit, assuming you pass the background requirements. And that permit's good for 10 days. You'll take that permit to an authorized dealer, and they can then transfer you the firearm. Those are restrictions on us as dealers. What are restrictions on you as citizens? How can you buy a gun from another citizen? How can you sell a gun to another citizen? Well, pretty much in the same fashion. The only difference is you're allowed to sell to somebody under 21, but they must be 18. So you can sell a handgun to somebody over 18 years of age, but they're going to have a permit to purchase. So they're going to have to go to the police department, get a permit to purchase, and you can transfer your gun to that individual. Understand that the instructions for completing that pistol sales record, that permit to purchase, and the distribution of the copies of that permit to purchase are included on the form itself. So if you're going to transfer to, say, your neighbor, you're going to have to follow the instructions on that permit. You can also transfer to somebody who has a concealed pistol license. To do that, you're going to have to complete what's referred to as a pistol sales record. Those are obtained online, or you can probably go to a dealer like myself. We'd be more than happy to print you a copy of it. If you need assistance, then I would go visit the closest federal firearms licensed dealer, ask them the specifics, we'll make sure that you are following the directions so the guns get registered properly and that you are protected under the law. You can't just transfer a gun without a paper trail on a handgun. If in fact you inherit a gun, then the way that works, because I get this question often, my father died and he had a number of guns, how do I get them into my name? Well, in essence, the same way, only on those forms where the seller is listed, who's ever the executor of that estate would sign off on that gun. Keep in mind that the intention here is to get the handguns registered. If it's a long gun, there's no paperwork involved from citizen to citizen, or if you inherit a long gun, there's no paperwork involved. It's only when you buy from a federal firearms licensed dealer. So it's important that you comply with the law, because it's a crime to be in possession of an unregistered firearm. So you want to know that you've done everything correctly, that you've done everything right. If you have any questions, this isn't where you should risk making a mistake. talk to an expert in the field, talk to somebody who does this all the time, and I'm sure they would provide you guidance.